Hello guys, so welcome back to a new video. On this one, we're going to do some trade breakdowns where I'm going to explain in details some of the trades that I took, right? I'm going to focus only on Friday's trading day, all right? I will share with you my thought process and the logic behind the trade, and you will see that the two trades or the two trades that I'm going to share are identical, all right? The same setup every single day, every single trade. I only have one kick and that's all I need. All right, and in today's video I will share with you how you can learn this setup and how you can apply it in your own charts. Right, so first of all, before we start, make sure to follow me on my Twitter account. I share here daily charts and daily trades, and so basically this is the model that I'm currently using and I have been using for some time. This is the model, right? Simple. I'm not going to explain in details the model in this video, but I'm going to explain to you how to apply these 3 or 4 rules into a trade idea. In another video, maybe later this week, I'm going to do a full video explaining this model with all the rules and the filters behind it, all right? So without any further introductions, let's just get started with the trade breakdowns, all right? So if we refer back to this tweet, all right? First of all, I use 3 or 5 main time frames, all right? I use the 1 minute as my direction. Where is the market heading next? Are we bullish or are we bearish? Of course, price is fractal, so if you are using the daily as your higher time frame, this would be your daily time frame, all right? So I also use the 5-second and the 15-second for sweep points, right? And potential entries. And lastly, I use the 1 second, and this is absolutely not necessary to use the 1 second time frame, but I like to refine my entries, all right? So first of all, 1 minute, I need to be either bullish or bearish in order for me to look for buys or longs, all right? So let's go to the first trade and see how that looks like. So this is the first trade. As you can see, it is a long setup from here to here, all right? So what do we have in here? We have this swing point right here. We have a wick right here, but we're going to disregard this wick, right? I'm not going to take it into consideration when drawing my zones, all right? So we have this low to high and then breaking below this low. Now this becomes a swing point. If price wants to continue lower, we would see a pullback into here, all right? So that's the first thing. As you can see, we are expanding lower here and then we shifted structure from here, all right? So we are trading lower lows and lower highs, and finally we have a break in structure here above this high. I know that this doesn't look like a clear or valid highs and valid lows. We have only a weak side here, we don't have valid pullbacks, but it can be a valid highs and valid lows on the 30-second time frame or in the 15-second time frame. So the pullback or the market structure shift, for example this one, doesn't need to be on the same 1 minute on the same time frame, all right? It can be on lower time frames. So we are expanding lower and then we shifted structure in order for us to pull back, right? So this shift in structure, we know it has a goal to pull back. So I was looking for price to trade above these lows or these highs right here to liquidate. So pay attention to this. Look for sweeps inside swing points. That's where your optimal entry would be, all right? As you can see, I was looking for sweeps above these highs, and then we might potentially see another expansion lower to take down this low, all right? So from the 1 minute, we are bullish for now, right? After 10:30, because that's where I trade, we are bullish. Why? We, first of all, again, trade below this low, and we have a shift in structure here, and we have this swing point right here. Price traded all the way to the 50% into this fair value gap onto this zone right here, and then it trade away from it, right? So we know that this zone is holding price to the upside. It is pushing price to the upside to liquidate this highs right here to maybe the 50% and then reject, right? Or maybe the origin of the move and then inject. Either way, we are trading higher. So that's the time frame, or that's the direction on the 1 minute time frame. Next, what do we need? So 5-second bearish flip to a bullish 15-second zone. What do we mean by that? Let's go back into the chart and I'm going to show you. So this is the 15-second zone, the 15-second time frame, but let's go to the 5-second time frame first. So what do we have? Now this right here is that 1 minute zone that we talked about earlier. As you can see, price traded into here and then it shifted structure from here, right? We have a shift in structure. Price came back into this swing point, then another push higher. So now we are creating higher highs and higher lows. We are in an uptrend, right? Based on the 1 minute time frame, and also the 5-second is turning bullish. So this is that market structure shift from that 1 minute zone. All right. Now we have another leg. We have a break of structure here, as you can see. So here you go. We have a break of structure. We have a pullback. This is a valid pullback, and then another break of structure. And what happens next is that we have a market structure shift. We have a bearish flip or a bearish market structure shift to the downside. But is this a sell signal? Right? Is this a valid sell signal? Is this a valid market structure shift? Everything is indicating that we are still bullish, but we have a fake, or we have a market, or we have a bearish market structure shift. Now, what does this mean? It means that this is fake. Now, although I don't like to call it fake, right? Because this market structure shift is not fake. It is a shift to facilitate the pullback for a higher time frame. Let me explain to you this. So here you go. And this is that 5-second market structure shift, and this is the 15-second time frame. That shift is only a pullback into this zone right here. That shift is only a pullback into this zone right here. So once I saw that market structure shift, I know that this is only a pullback into a zone, and this is the optimal buy signal, right? So you need to change your belief. A bearish market structure shift can be the perfect buy signal, and the bullish market structure shift can be the perfect sell signal. When that shift happens in an uptrend, in a bullish order flow, that's your opportunity to buy. All the retails, all the pattern traders will get stuck in here. They will get stuck trying to short this, but you are already exiting, right? This is liquidity. So if we refer back into this tweet, we have 5-second bearish flip to a bullish 15-second zone, and then 1 second refined long entry from the 15-second zone. And if we go back into here and go, this is the 1 second chart. As you can see, this is what I was talking about for the 1 second time frame refined entry from this zone. So this is the 15-second zone, right? From this zone, we have this unmitigated zone, right? And this zone has been mitigated. This zone has been mitigated. So I was looking only for price to come back to here, right? So I took my entry from here. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to put my stop loss here. No, my stop loss is always below that protected low right here, all right? But here, I know that price is most likely to trade to here, at least to this one right here, and then continue higher. Sometimes you will have some drawdown, but that's fine as long as you put your stop loss below the protected low, right? As you can see on the left, we have the same thing. We have price trade higher. We have some kind of accumulation, just like this one. And then we have a break of structure here, just like this one. And then we have a shift in structure to facilitate the pullback to a higher time frame into the zone and then trade higher. I missed this setup, right? I was away from the chart, or I was still doing my analysis on the 1 minute. So basically this was a missed setup, but as you can see, it is the same one, right? So, and for the ICT traders, as you can see, this would look to you like a clear accumulation, the power of three, right? And then manipulation to the downside, and finally distribution to the upside. So it is the same. Let's go to another trade. So this trade is a short setup, right? This is the buy and this is short. So what happens here is that once we traded to that sweeping those highs, trading to the 50% and then breaking structure here, now the order flow has changed from a pullback to expansion lower. So what do we have here? This is a 5-second time frame. Price was trading lower and we had a market structure shift right here. We had a shift in structure. We have a bullish displacement to the upside. Once I saw this displacement to the upside, I know that this is fake, or this is only to facilitate a pullback. So when I checked the 15-second time frame, as you can see, what do we have? A clear swings, a clear zone, and we know that this is only a pullback into here, right? And then from here all the way to here, and what it looks like a market structure shift on the 5-second time frame, it is only a pullback into the previous zone and then continuing lower. So as you can see, absolutely no drawdown in this. Also swept this high and then trading lower. For a refined entry on this one, I didn't take a refined entry, but for a refined entry, this is a candle structure shift, but we don't have really a pullback into it. So as you can see here, but this is a market structure shift here. It is on the candles, but on the 1 second, it is that market structure shift, traditional market structure shift like this one, right? But with no pullback. So as you can see, two identical setups based on the same idea, based on the same logic. Market structure shift on lower time frame is a higher time frame pullback, right? So don't get caught in the lower time frames. This is the advice that I want you to really backtest and learn from this video, is that don't get caught in the lower time frames. Always look higher. What is the order flow? Is it bullish or bearish? Is this shift aligned with the order flow? If not, then it is probably just a pullback, and that's your signal to short or buy. All right. So if you have any questions, please DM me in my Twitter account. It is always open for you guys for your questions. And if I didn't see your message, please resend it or remind me, because I have a lot of DMs every day. All right, so I apologize if I didn't see your message. Resend it and I will check it out, right? Or just leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now, happy trading and good luck.